Good morning, everyone. How are you? I love you all. I really do. I am sad today, but I still know that our purpose is there. I'm very sad because an icon in the fight for cancer and fight for life is no longer with us. Dr. Charles Major is an icon. He's a man with a purpose. He's a man who devoted the 8 years that was gifted to him after he was diagnosed with cancer. After he beat cancer the first time, he decided that he's no longer going to beat it. And he only can beat it if he raises the awareness. He only can beat it if he get everyone on board. I happen to be one of those lucky and blessed people who are here to take on his torch to the next level. I've always thought it was my torch, and it is. But I think he prepared the way for me, and he prepared the way for you, and for every one of us. We have a mission, and our mission is bigger than ourselves. And cancer is here, and it's not going away. And a lot of times it's so vigilant. Cancer is vigilant. Cancer is an energy. Cancer wants to survive as much as you and I want to survive. And a lot of times, cancer wins, unfortunately. Despite all the efforts, sometimes cancer wins. And we're here to continue the purpose, continue the quest to work with cancer and tame it more and more for as long as we can. Once we're diagnosed with cancer, cancer stays dormant in our body for years. And it waits for the right moment to thrive again. It waits for the right moment to come back viciously, especially if you lived a good life. If you did everything right, at times, when the cancer come back, it had learned everything. What ignites cancer again and again is stress. Many times I spoke to Dr. Major, and I begged him not to stress. But relentlessly, he had one purpose and only one. And it's to raise the awareness all the way. He didn't spare a moment. He didn't spare an energy. He kept on and on and on. But your body needs rest. He knew that. He knew that stress will kill him. I spoke to him about it many times. But he knew something more, something bigger. And that was only if he can push a little bit more, if he can go the extra mile, if he go 212 and some more, as our friend Damien Elson said, 212 and then more, as Nido Qubein, Dr. Nido Qubein said, and then more. As J.T. Fox is pushing us to reach to the max. All these people who are pushing are under tremendous amount of stress, and they still don't care because they have a bigger mission than themselves. They raise the awareness, they have a purpose, they live a life of purpose, and once they define their purpose, they move beyond stop. They're unstoppable, and they make the impossible possible. I will not stop as long as I have a breath going. I will not stop because it affects you, it affects me, it affects my children, it affects my offspring, and it's affecting every single person in this universe. I have a purpose. I want you to find yours. Please don't wait. Please don't stay in your sad place, because unless you touch people, unless you make a difference, your life would be lived without purpose. Dr. Major lived a life of purpose. I will live a life of purpose. I want you to see if you want to live a life of purpose. If you want to live a life of purpose, I do want you to join me and join the crusade. It's not just a crusade against cancer or taming cancer. It's the crusade for life. It's a crusade for a good life. It's a crusade for life for all. And let's stop the misery about this rich and that's poor and this good and that's is bad. Stop complaining and start taking actions. Start taking actions. Because only if you take action would you participate in the transformation. I know that many, many, many times, and I do have communications with Dr. Major, and I know many times I told them, please don't stress. I told them how the stress hormones affect the body. I know he knew it, but he knew if he doesn't do it at 212 and then more, he wouldn't have affected thousands of lives, actually hundreds of thousands of lives. He wouldn't have sold millions of books. I had the purpose before I know him, but I know the universe is making us all meet so that we can continue the torch. Because really, it's my purpose and his purpose, but it's everybody's purpose. And many of us find the purpose before we know the other person. But we have a collective consciousness, a collective purpose, and we join the same wagon. The people like Charles Major, me, and many more is a wagon that is going at a speed of light. And everyone who comes on is always welcome. And it makes the wagon go faster and faster and faster. A life of purpose is what we need. I love you. I love you all. And pray for me that I continue my crusade with stride. Let me continue my crusade and let me help many, many, many more. I love you all. I beg you to review your life and reclaim it. Don't waste it anymore. Do not. Because when you waste it, only you lose. Not only you lose, actually it's a crime because the universe loses. Every one of us who loses makes everyone else go behind. I want all of us to be winners. I don't want excuses. I want every one of us to join the wagon. Charles Major wagon, J.T. Fox's wagon, Damien Elson wagon, Dalel Accord's wagon, and all the people who are taking the lead. It's hard to take the lead. It's painful to take the lead, but we take it anyway. I love you. I love you all. Bye.